Have you ever been accused of doing something you didn't do? Have you ever done something and no one thought you had? Have you never done anything and people wished you hadn't done it even though you did? Of course, it's all nonsense. Just like the day Grizzle was waiting for his rigged slot machine to pay off. Big time!
Oh, so sorry, Doc. Real careless of me.
I say, Grizzle, a little caution, please.
Hey, Altair, out of my way. It's my turn.
No way!
Ha-ha!
Grizzle, that win was mine and you know it. This machine is rigged. It's all a cheat.
Yeah, that's cheating.
It ain't fair.
Now, friends, we mustn't jump to conclusions. The best thing would be to, run!
Get Grizzle, stop him. We've got to lodge a complaint. To the king.
Angered by Grizzle's intentions, the doctor rushed to gain the king's attention, but the king, possessing a short span of attention, wasn't paying attention to the doctor's mention of Grizzle's intention.
It's not the first time, Your Majesty, that Grizzle has done such a thing.
He does as he likes. People start to wonder if there's any justice here in Starland.
What? Very important, Chipshot. No justice? Why, without justice, a kingdom is like a head without a hat, a golfer without a caddy. Oh, poor fella. Believe me, citizens, something will certainly be done about the justice in Starland. Yes. The people are definitely not happy, Grizzle. They say there's no justice in Starland.
Did they mention any particular crime, Your Majesty?
Oh, some stuff about rigged machines and two-armed bandits. What's important is, how do I show that I offer true justice?
Well, you could hold a trial.
A trial? With a jury? And a little hammer?
Yeah, let them see you enforcing the law.
You know, Grizzle, that is a splendid idea. Who shall we put on trial?
The fairest thing would be to draw a name out of a hat. Here we are.
Oh, goody, goody. I get to pick. And the winner is... Altair! Who's that? Is he an evil criminal?
Afraid so, Your Majesty. A troublesome boy.
Yes, the hat never lies. Send a summons. We must put a stop to this kind of thing.
Ah, Altair, a letter from the palace.
What's a summons, Gasho?
Altair must plead guilty or not guilty to one of the following. A, apple treason. B, forging fingerprints on stolen stockings. C, blackmail, white mail, and royal mail.
I didn't do any of that. How can they take me to court for something I didn't do?
Trust me, Altair, I know Starish law. Apple treason means conspiring to steal apples from the royal orchard. I could defend you on that.
Apples? Oh, boy, this is completely crazy.
All of Starland rushed to watch the trial of Altair. Well, not all. One, two, well, quite a few.
All rise for His Majesty, the judge.
Starland, court session, 6 quarters. 5.5. The Crown versus... Who is it again?
Altair, Father. And it's very unfair to put him on trial. He hasn't done anything.
The prospector will read the charges.
The defendant, Altair, is accused of thinking about, for a good long time, stealing apples from the royal gardens.
That's not true, Grizzle. I swear, Your Majesty, that I never...
And the evidence is 6 luscious, juicy apples. How could anyone resist them? And poor Altair could not resist. He wanted to steal them. I rest my case.
I asked the court to consider how difficult it is to know what anyone else thinks.
Oh, well.
Get your peanuts, get your popcorn, get your stars moving.
No yawning in court. Jurors must not be bored. I call on Mr. Horse to provide some light entertainment.
Did you hear what the judge said to the dentist? You must swear to pull the tooth, the whole tooth, and nothing but the tooth. Okay, what do you get if you cross a burglar with a concrete mixer? A hardened criminal.
Thank you, Mr. Horse. Always the merry quip. You may resume, Gosho.
I intend to prove that Altair is innocent of the charge of apple treason. Take the well-known case of puddin versus parsnip.
Ah, that reminds me. Clayton, are you taking orders for lunch?
Call as witness our beloved queen.
Your Majesty, my lord, I object.
Objection overcast. I'm surprised at you, Gosho, objecting to my lovely wife.
Buy the king some glasses. If she had a tail, the queen would be a dog.
Your Majesty, can you tell us when you first became suspicious of Altair?
I was relaxing peacefully one afternoon, applying a No. 4 cactus cold cream, the one without prickles, and I saw that Altair was in the garden. He was staring up at the tree with a distinctly apply look in his eye.
But, Your Majesty, could you have seen Altair's eyes from so far away?
We royals have excellent vision.
So why can't Daddy see how stupid he looks in that wig?
Thank you, dearest. You may stand down.
Calling our next witnesses, the clowns.
Can you tell us what you saw?
Me?
So, you saw Altair, yes? And he was in the apple trees. Very good.
Objection. Our friends the clowns are merely advertising their forthcoming show.
Well, I, for one, am going to see it. Next.
We call our next witness Gretchen.
Gretchen was Grizzle's own mom, and yet Grizzle was putting her on the stand. He was trying to prove Altair had stolen Gretchen's apple pie recipe.
Now, I mean Gretchen, show us what Altair done to your cookery book.
Well, it all started one day after I'd cooked a pie for Grizzle.
As Gretchen tells her story about the apple pie, Grizzle has an awkward flashback explaining how he was the one to tear the recipe out of his mother's cookbook and knock her apple pie into the trash can. Having personally tasted her apple pie, the only thing he did wrong was tear the recipe out of the book.
The pie and the recipe page went missing. A mystery it was. They say Altair did it. Ooh. And I did find it near his house.
Ah!
But why would Altair steal a recipe for an apple pie?
Very good question indeed. Why did Altair want to steal a recipe for apple pie?
Everyone was curious about Altair and the apples. Then Orson came in naked.
I thought you understood Starish law, Gosho. They're all over us. Do something.
All right, Altair. Let's play them at their own game. I object, my lord. This evidence is circumstantial nonsensical.
It certainly is. I hereby sentence Altair to 1 month on Stand in the Corner Island.
My lord, this is Starrybabble. I am entitled to a final hot cross examination before the jury gives its verdiction. Then and only then may you promulsify the sentence.
Silence in court. Jury, pay attention to the hot cross examination.
Thank you, Your Majesty. So, Grizzle, your charge is that because the apples looked so good, Altair couldn't resist them?
Exactly. Didn't I say so myself?
So, if they weren't delicious, shiny green apples, he couldn't be guilty of the crime.
No, but they are delicious and green, ain't they, Your Majesty?
Members of the jury, behold the evidence. Are these delicious green apples? No. As evidence, we have apple cores. Did anyone ever think of climbing over a wall to steal apple cores? I think not.
Wait. This is just crooked word twisting.
But you told me that crooked word twisting was good at a trial. How say you, members of the jury?
We say, Your Majesty, that in future trials, everyone should get a chance to eat the evidence.
Citizens of Starland, you all know that if eggs are not well done, yellow yolk dribbles in your beard. And if justice...
We say he's not guilty. Phew. For a while there, Gasho, I was really worried.
Oh, there's no need for that, my boy. In the court of fools, your best defense is nonsense.
Is that what you were doing? And I thought you were just being clever.
But it was clearly a case of concealed evidence. And I declare the defendant not guilty.
Oh, you was wonderful, son. Just as good as a real live lawyer.
But I lost. And it's all your fault. Why didn't you show him the cookery book?
I couldn't. I'd stuck the page back in. But the book's as good as new. And I've baked you another delicious apple pie.
You see, Altair? There is, after all, justice in Starland.
So, Grizzle lost and justice was served until Altair got Gasho's legal bill. He'll have it paid off in about 15 years.